So your middle fingers and thumbs are holding the work that you've already done on both needles, and your index fingers are helping to orchestrate, to conduct. Your working yarn is wrapped over the front of your index finger, around it, and your middle and ring are keeping the tension. So up, around, up through the front, around the corner, down and up, around and up, around and up, around and off. And you're using your thumbs to keep the loops down and away and safe from rolling off. Up, around and off. You're using your back middle finger to move that thread off, up, around and off through the top, up, around and off from the top, up, around and off from the top, up, around, and you come off right through the top. So very simple movements, and keep a nice looseness with your hands. Up, around and off, up, around and off, up, around and off, up, around and off, up through the top, around the corner, down and off. Oops. If you ever lose a loop, just go slow enough that you can bring it back. Up. If you don't bring it back, if you lose a loop, it can end up unwinding all of the loops before it. So you want to keep track of those little loops. Up through the top, around the corner, down and off. So now we've added a whole new row of knots. And we switch now. We take the empty needle that you just removed all the knots from into your right hand, your working hand. So this is like the past. This is becoming your future with your right hand. And again, you turn your piece, your scarf, to move down. And keep the working thread up at the top. Up to the top, around the corner, down and off. Up through the top, around the corner, down and off. When you have yarn that's kind of a little fuzzy, you want to make sure you get all of it, not half. If you get half, it won't, like, sometimes you don't get all of it and then it makes it messy. So up through the top, around the corner, down and off. Up through the top, around the corner, down and off. Up and off. Up, around 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 and off. Whoops, I almost lost one. I'm going to bring that loop back up. There. This is very fuzzy, soft yarn. Up, around and off. Up, around and off. Up, around and off. Up, around and off. So now you have a whole new row, and we're going to switch hands. Empty needle in your right. You got the past. You got the new active thread. Up, around and whoop. Up, around and off. 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 Hi, kitty. Up, around and off. 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 How's it going? Do you feel like you have enough to learn with? Good. And I'll show you what happens if you drop a stitch. So let's say you're trying to do this one and then you lose it and it unwinds. So here you have what's called a dropped stitch. So what you can do is you can find the last loop, and all you need to do is put the loop on your active needle, pick up that little loose extra yarn, and just loop that extra yarn through the loop, and you've cut up. There you go. And you put that back on the needle of the past and knit it again. So up, around, and off. So now you've cut up. It's gonna be a different direction when you see the pattern, but not a big deal. Up, around, and off. Yeah, and you can and every once in a while you can count your loops to make sure you still have the number you started with. So how many did we start with?
She's kneading.
Kneading on your thighs. So how many did we start with?
15.
15. So we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. Doing well. Look at this nice pattern. Okay, Mackenzie. Okay. Off. All right, so you can press stop.